Hey everyone, Will here for a rendition of what I would like to call Soda Talk with Will. I used to do videos back in the day called Coffee Talk with Will, and usually it's just me rambling on about a bunch of other nonsense stuff about stuff that I don't know, stuff that just kind of um, I brought up of current events and stuff like that, and what's going on, and things that I think about, and thoughts that I have, and going on from there. Um, Recently tried to do a video of me talking like I am right now, and I tend to repeat myself in that video. So I'm kind of redoing that video for this one and see where things go and go from there. So, and I do apologize if I repeat myself. I know I repeated myself like about 3 or 4 times in that video about what's going on and reasons of certain situations why I can't do certain stuff. So I'm doing this video and I'm hoping that I don't repeat myself, and if I do, forgive me. So yeah, so here we go. So in the video that I was trying to talk about, right now, to give you guys an update, I'm trying to get back into doing videography like I am right now. I want to get back into talking and doing YouTube videos and reaching out to people through social media. And this talking through videos like this that I'm doing right now gives me an opportunity to socialize with other people online and to really get myself out there and kind of out of my comfort zone a little bit and just really talk about stuff that kind of just that plays in my mind every day and things that I think about every day and thoughts that I have, and just really talk it out and see what you guys think. I do have a journal. I do write in my journal, and usually I write my thoughts in there. Sometimes I get like these epiphanies and I'm like, oh yeah, or this aha moment. But if I can talk to people about certain subjects in my videos, and hopefully they can relate and also know that they're not alone in their issues and whatnot, and go from there. So yeah. So, anyways, to give you guys an update about what's going on. So today I'm working on some of my photos. I'm going through Google Home, not Google Home, but my Google Drive and my Google Photos, and looking through photos that I think would be worthy to be printed off and switched into black and whites and possibly sell them at a craft fair. But I do have a problem though, and the problem is this. See, this camera can hook up to the Wi-Fi, and this laptop can hook up to the Wi-Fi. And if the two are hooked up together, then I can download pictures off from this camera and download them and edit them and stuff like that. But for some reason, I don't know why, I cannot get them connected. And it's not really frustrating, but it's really annoying that I can't upload and download my pictures and my videos. And I don't know what's going on. It's just saying it's connected to Wi-Fi, but it's not making the connection. So there's that. And I had another thought too. Oh yeah, the computer. I don't know if it's the laptop I have, but I currently have an HP Chrome laptop notebook, I guess you could call it, a Chromebook laptop of Google. And I thought this laptop would be fairly good. I mean, it is for certain things like going on Facebook, going on my bank account, go on social media, checking my emails, stuff like that, paying bills. But the only downside about having this laptop, I've had it for a few years now, and I think it's time for an upgrade. But the downside about this laptop is that I cannot edit videos like I used to on my other HP laptop that I had. I still have it, but the only downside about that laptop is it's very slow, and you have to keep it plugged in because there's no battery, because the battery went out in it, and it was no more. And I had that laptop for quite a few years, and I did a lot of content using that laptop and editing videos and putting them on YouTube. And you can find those videos on YouTube by just going at Will's on the Road, and you'll find the YouTube channel. And I really liked how I did those videos. I really did. And with this laptop, I can't do that. The downsides about this laptop is that, in order to do any sorts of video editing or video making, I have to download an application of video editing. And I'll give you an example of one if I can bring it up. So going through here, I know. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I know. My power went out, so CMP is giving me an alert that the power's out. So yeah. So for video for doing videos and stuff like that. I have like I have, let's see, Smart Video, My Movie, Creative Cloud, I think is what it's called, Weed Video, CapCut. Trying to see what else I have, and I think that's about it. Going from there, I do have Photoshop, but that was working for a while on on this laptop. But for some reason now I cannot open that application up anymore. It will download. It will say that it's open up, but then it'll close out again. So it's time for another laptop. It's time for something better. It's time for an upgrade. So, and I'm hoping that I'll have some money saved up to get a better laptop so I can do content like this, and also put my photos together in a video, and to kind of give you guys just a little bit more content than just me talking all the time. So yeah. But that's the plan. I don't really like this laptop very much. It is what it is. I've had this laptop for a few years, and I think it's just really time for a change and whatnot. So yeah. Now I am making a comeback. I know I mentioned in this last video that I did about a month ago. I think about a month or a week ago actually, and I talked about it in my recent video that I tried doing on recently and talking about it. But I'm trying to get back out there in social media. I want to get out there and talk, like I said before, and socialize, and to kind of connect with people that have the same similar issues that I have as well, or can relate as well in certain situations. And I don't know if I want to talk about it or not. I mean, I really wanted to just talk about what's going on, doing up photos, doing up videos, going through my photos, going through my videos, seeing what's out there to sell, see what there's out there to post on Facebook, and give you guys an update about what's going on. Now, you probably, excuse me. Now, you're probably wondering the reason why I'm coming and making a comeback. Excuse me. I've been gone for 2 or 3 years from not doing any videos like this before. And in my last video, I mentioned that. I mentioned about it in my last video, but if you haven't seen it yet, that's fine. I'll mention in this video right now and just say that I've been gone for 3 years because back in 2020, I had a mental breakdown. I really did. And I was brought to the hospital. I was seen at the hospital. I was in the hospital for about a week. And they diagnosed me with having bipolar type 2 disorder, PTSD, and chronic PTSD and anxiety. And, they put me on medication. I was then stable enough. I mean, I felt better. My mind shut up when I went to bed. I could function normally now. I can be stable now, and I like it. But here's the thing. I got home. It was been about a week. I got home, and I was on this medication. And I tell you what, my interest in doing videography like this and doing photography and pen paling went out the window, as I say. And I'm trying to get myself off this medication because I don't think I need it, because at the time there was a certain situation that was going on with me personally where I had to be on medication because I needed to at the time. But I want to get back to where I was before I was on medication. And I want to get back into doing videos like this and pen paling and rock painting and stuff like that, and getting out there more like I used to. So I'm thinking if I can get off this medication, I can get back to where I was back 2 or 3 years ago before I was medicated. But it is what it is. I've been in therapy for quite a while now. I've been on my medication for quite a while now. I've been stable. But it's at the point right now where, for therapy, I don't think I really need therapy right now because literally there's nothing to talk about. And I'm pretty much I'm pretty much stable, mentally as well. And I think I'm okay and ready to be discharged from therapy. Now, the next part is being discharged from medication because I don't think I need it. Though I do have a hard time sleeping because my mind won't shut up. So I'm thinking about going to Walmart today, later today, or maybe tomorrow, and look up some sleeping sleeping aids that I could take over the counter. I do have melatonin, but the melatonin doesn't really work that well. I'll take 4 melatonin gummies, and I'll go to bed, and my mind just will not calm down. It won't shut up. I'm just laying there thinking and thinking and thinking. I can't get to sleep. But when I take this other medication that's prescribed to me, I can go to sleep within an hour. It helps. It really does. But I don't know if that's the cause of me not being interested in doing these videos like I have been. I don't know if it's the cause of me, stepping away for a while. I don't know, but I'm trying to get back at this, and I want to get back off of the medication because I don't think I really need it. Probably some of you who are watching this video are probably saying, well, I have bipolar and I'm stable and I got to keep on the medication. If not, I'm a different person. I'm not the person who I am. And I will agree to that as well. Because when I'm on medication, I'm a whole different person. I really am. And if you could, I don't know how to explain how I'm a different person, but I can tell you that it's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing, kind of symptom or scenario. I'm one person one way and I'm another person another way if I'm on my medication. I'm manic. There we go. That's the word I was going to say. I'm manic on one side. I got manic. I got all these ideas. I got all these projects that I want to do. I'm thoroughly into all these things. And I have big ambitions. I have big thoughts, big dreams that I want to do. And then when I'm on medication, I'm stable. I'm mellow. I'm calm. I'm not manic anymore. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm not crying unexpectedly anymore. I will tell you, I have had a couple of instances of that before I was on medication. I was crying for no reason at all. I mean, I was just crying. I don't know why. I was crying. But yeah, I was manic on one side, and I wasn't manic on the other side, and I just had this whole feeling like, to kind of give you an example about what I mean. When I'm not on medication, like I said, I'm very manic. I got all these thoughts in my head. I have ideas. I have plans. There's things that I want to do. There's projects I want to do. I'm just very ambitious, very manic. And I want to just do, go. And I don't go to bed until 10 o'clock, and I have to be up by 3, and it's crazy. It's monotonous. So when I'm manic and stuff like that, I don't keep a clean house. I really don't keep a clean house. I remember I was living in an apartment one time back in 2012, and I was really having a hard time mentally, and the doctor prescribed me some bupropion, which is a generic form for Wellbutrin. And when I was on that medication the first time, the next day I was on that medication, I was like, I had all this unexpected energy for some reason. I don't know why. I had all this energy. And I felt good for the first time. I felt better for the first time. And over the course of the week that I was on the medication, I remember I was cleaning up my bedroom, and I felt like I was cleaning up the mess of a different person. I was cleaning up the mess of somebody who left a big, huge mess and didn't bother to clean up, and I'm cleaning after them. If that makes sense. Because having bipolar, like I said, you're two different types of personality. For me, I was manic. I was very manic. I sometimes was depressed. Sometimes I was crying. I don't know why. And what it is, what it is. It was what it was. And then when I'm on medication, I'm stable. I'm mellow. I'm calm. Things are good. I'm better now, and I'm okay. And I keep a clean house for the most part. I do. I have a job. I've been there for a year. That's another thing that I have a problem with. Like, I couldn't keep up a job because I think for my mental health. And plus, I had a lot going on personally with other jobs that I had. To kind of give you a kind of short story of what I mean and kind of down the rabbit hole, so to speak, whenever I had a job, before I was medicated, before any of this, I felt like people were out to get me. I had 2 jobs that I had where the supervisor, actually 2 or 3 jobs actually, where the supervisor would mark me of my mistakes. They would come out, they would bring me into their room or have a meeting, and they'll talk about me, about my mistakes that I'm making and how I can correct those mistakes, and I do those corrections, and they're not good enough. I'll give you a good example. I was working for a school department. I was a janitor for the elementary school, and I worked nights. And what I didn't like about the job was the fact that I had a coworker that was marking my mistakes, and I didn't feel welcomed by him. And I had a supervisor that was also marking my mistakes. There was nothing good said from these two people. All I could do was give me my mistakes, and I didn't like it. I dealt with that in previous jobs as well, where I was talked to about my mistakes, talked to about things that I shouldn't have done, and I didn't like it. It was really bothering me. So I had to find a different job. I couldn't keep working there. I felt miserable at the school department, and I got a job working for a company, a production company, where they make swabs. And I've been there for a year. I'm still with them, and it's been a good year for me working with them. There's new things coming out with the company that I'm working with, and there's some new stuff and new customers and new sales and stuff like that. So yeah. But going back to what I was saying, it was difficult for me to keep jobs because of my mental health, and sometimes I was laid off from a couple of jobs that I had. Other jobs I couldn't stand being there anymore. I was being picked on. I didn't feel welcome. But with this current job that I have now, I mean, I'm welcomed. I have a job. I'm stable. I've been there for a year, and I'm good. You know. But the other side of that too is if I'm off my medication, am I going to go down a road where I'm going to be manic, or I'm going to be upset, or am I going to be angry, or whatever? And, I'm afraid of the other side of who I'm going to become. So yeah, just because I want to get back into doing these videos and photography and stuff like that and being manic again, that's what I want. I want to be manic again. I have not had a manic or hyper or fast attitude for quite a while. I've been miserable. I would be sitting at my house like I am right now, and I would be watching TV with a cat on my lap, or playing Xbox, or just really staying home, or going out to Walmart and picking up a few things at Walmart, coming home. I don't socialize. I really don't. And I should socialize, and I really should. My dad, he's trying to get me to socialize and talk more, and I'm trying. I don't know. But like I said before, I'm hoping that with this, with these videos and doing these videos, I'm hoping that I can reach out to people that can relate into my same situation or same issues, or just want to hear somebody talk about what's going on, updates about the photography, what's going on. What I want to do too, and I got thinking of this just now. I really want to be on the road. I know that I mentioned this, I know I mentioned a lot in my Facebook pages about being on the road, and I really want to be on the road this year, this summer. And what I mean by that is I want to go to places in Maine that I haven't visited before, and highlight those places and get photos and videos of those places that I've been. Go to the events that I never been to, taking photos of places I never been to, really getting out there and being on the road and being very ambitious about those things. Because for far too long, I've been stuck in this house. I've been stuck in the same place where I've been before. I only go to places where I know. I'm not really good or comfortable about going to newer places because I'm so afraid of what's going to happen, and I don't know what I'm going to see or do. I don't know what's going to happen. So I want to be on the road more, like I mentioned in my Facebook pages and stuff like that. And I want to get videos of places where I've never been before. And even if it takes me an hour or 2 hours to get there, that's what I want to do. And I'm going to try to visit places in Maine I never saw before. I've been in Maine my whole life, and not once have I took the ambition or took the initiative to actually go out and see what Maine has to offer. I know Maine has a lot of national parks. They have Acadia National Park. They have another place that I like to go to in the summertime is Greenville. So I'll be going up to Greenville again this summer, and hopefully this summer if I don't have a second job. And take photos of places of Greenville that I took places of it. Maybe there's something new. I know last fall, I wanted to go up to Greenville to take pictures of the foliage, and I just never got around to it. And we had a big storm one weekend, and that storm kind of blew all the leaves off the trees, and it was really something I couldn't really get to because, if you want to do something, you should go do it and not wait for the last minute, or just say I'll do it whenever I can, or I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So yeah, it was like this morning. Like I was laying in bed, and I got up about 6 o'clock because the cat wanted to go out, and I thought to myself, I should really get up and take a photo of the sunrise. It's really beautiful, and I never did. I went right straight back to bed. I took the cat out. The cat went outside. I checked my phone. I was, having a drink or whatever, and I went back to bed. And this was about 6 o'clock, and I wanted to sleep in just a little bit longer. There's nothing wrong with that as well. So yeah, I didn't get up about until 9:30. So at my job, I work 10-hour shifts, so I have to be up by 3 o'clock in order to be at work by 5. So there's that. So taking Fridays and Saturdays off gives me time to sleep in, get me some rest, and get me, just give me some rest and give me some recovery from working 4 days of 10 hours. So yeah, it is what it is. And I'm kind of surprised. I've done this video. It's been 21 minutes so far, and I haven't really repeated myself, I think, and I haven't really talked too fast. Because in my last video that I just did, I was watching it and I realized that I was talking way too fast, and I was switching subjects a lot in that video. And I don't try to mean to switch subjects. It's just because I don't know what to talk about, and I don't know if I said it or not, or repeated it or not. So, like for example, I was talking about how these things won't connect to Wi-Fi and photography and videos and stuff like that, and I repeat myself about that, and I don't know if I mentioned it or not, and I talk about it and whatnot, and it is what it is. So yeah, so that's that. So I'm trying to think what else that I want to mention too. So I'm going to go through some videos, and right now I'm going through Google Photos. I got some videos I'm going to post on YouTube later on today, hopefully, because hopefully my power will come back on. It just went out. It's very windy here in Maine, and the wind gusts are very strong. It really is. So I'm hoping my power won't be out too long, so I can do videos and stuff like that. I don't know what really to do while my power's out. I could do some reading. I wanted to be doing some reading there for a while now. I'm kind of trying to read Joyce Meyer's Battlefield Out of the Mind, so I might sit down and read some of that while the power's out and go from there, or find something to do. I don't know. It really stinks not having any power, because you have to figure out what to do. So maybe I'll either read a book, or maybe I'll go out to Walmart and get a few things, go to the bank, get some money out, who knows, and go from there. So yeah, it just really stinks because there's a lot that I wanted to do today. So, but power went out unexpectedly. So yeah. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed my time talking a little bit about what's going on, giving you guys an update about what's going on, plans that I have. I would recommend that you guys check out my videos on the YouTube channel that I have of Wheels on the Road. You can also go on Facebook and look up Wheels on the Road Photography, and you can see some of my photos there that I've done over the years and over the times that I've had, and go from there. So yeah, and if you're interested in more videos like this, just hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you want, and I hope it's a good thing. And really just letting me know that you're there to want to listen, and you want more content like this in the near future. I know it would be a very positive impact on myself as well, to kind of get out there socially through social media and through apps and stuff like that, and go from there. So yeah. All right. Well, anyways, I hope you guys will take care. God bless. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video to come. Probably next weekend or so. I'll see what happens. All right? Take care. God bless. And I'll see you later.